From America first to America is back. President Biden on his first foreign trip meeting with UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson today ahead of a high-stakes summit with Vladimir Putin. While Russia's pipeline to Europe, the Nord Stream 2, is almost completed. Thanks to the green light from President Biden, the plug officially been pulled on the Keystone XL pipeline. Here in the U.S., months after President Biden canceled its permit on his first day in office, it's officially dead. Here now, Charlie Hurt from the Washington Times. He's also a Fox contributor. Charlie, great to see you. So the Nord Stream 2's a go. The Keystone XL is dead. This must be one of the funniest things that Vladimir Putin has ever seen.
Yeah, no kidding. The timing could not have been more perfect than this. And I would say that it's not America is back. We've gone from America first to America last, which is, I think, the Joe Biden foreign policy. If you just step back and think about it, as you pointed out, the first thing that Joe Biden did when he took office was he canceled the pipeline going right through the center of the country, connecting the U.S. to Canada. By the way, a pipeline that Canada very much supports. And then, of course, go back to a month ago or so, when cyber criminals decided to attack this country, what did they do? They attacked this country by shutting down our pipeline on the East Coast. And so, which of course is precisely the same thing that the President of the United States, Joe Biden, did as soon as he took office. Meanwhile, he's greenlighting the pipeline from Germany to Russia in Europe, in order to the massive benefit of one of our greatest global adversaries on the planet. It is just absolutely extraordinary. I have no idea what Joe Biden and the administration is thinking, or what their idea is. But if you were trying to destroy America, this is how you would do it.
It's not even America last. It's America on its ass and groveling to the rest of the world. Because I've said this all along, even when President Trump was in office, that our energy independence and strength is not only economic power, it is power on the world stage geopolitically. So Joe Biden, day after day and week after week, has completely dismantled something that 9 presidents in a row promised, and that was energy independence. So it creates jobs in this country. We have plentiful gas, or natural gas and oil, and it's cheap, but it creates great prosperity in this country, in communities. But it also gives us power as the swing producer of oil, power over nations that hate us, like Russia, like Iran, and even over China. So he's rejoining the Paris Climate Accord. We're promising to get rid of all our fossil fuels when China's building enough coal power plants to fire up all of Germany. Right. Russia has vast exploration projects underway for, you guessed it, oil and natural gas. What the hell is he doing?
Yeah, and of course, he also wants to get back into bed with John Kerry and the mullahs of Iran. When you look at the world stage, America's leadership on the planet, no country has been a greater force for individual freedom, for free press, for a clean environment. Wealthy countries that can afford to take care of their environment, it's a funny thing that happens. They do. The countries that don't take care of the environment are the countries that can't afford to. And so it really does seem like this entire environmentalism scam, and I say this as somebody who loves the environment. I spent a lot of time fishing. I spent a lot of time hunting. I spent a lot of time outdoors. I love the environment, but this is a scam, and it's a scam to destroy and defund every good, positive country on the planet, like America, and give it to these awful regimes like Russia and like Iran. But that's what I think it's their worldview.
Just really quickly, here's what Biden said about climate change yesterday before we go. Charlie, listen to this.
This is not a joke. You know what the Joint Chiefs told us the greatest threat facing America was? Global warming.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is a joke. They want to dump on coal energy in America, which is okay, fine, but it doesn't do you any good if you turn right around and sell millions and millions and millions of metric tons of our American coal around the world to including China. Their smokestacks go to the same places our smokestacks go to. So if they actually cared about the environment, they wouldn't allow that.
We have the lowest per capita emissions in this country because of the fracking and natural gas boom since 1950. So we're going to dismantle our economy, our greatest strengths, and we're going to kowtow and genuflect to nations that hate us for who? Greta Thunberg? It is insanity. Charlie Hurt.
Because it has nothing to do with the environment. It has everything to do with crushing America.
Incredible. And by the way, I care about the environment too. I didn't own or drive a car for most of the last 30 years, but don't tell Daddy that. But I do care.
I won't. Your secret is safe with me.
Don't tell anybody in Southside Virginia that I didn't really drive a car for much of my adult life.
But they still love you. They don't care. We still love you.
Well, if they don't love you, they will tell you to your face what's wrong with you, and that I do appreciate about
this is true.
Southern Virginians. Charlie Hurt, great to see you. Thank you so much.